Today, we're going to be talking about a couple of things. First of all, the Arsenal Amazon All or Nothing series. I don't know if you've seen it. I want to know what everyone thinks about it. For those that haven't seen it, we can recap. We can definitely recap. So, yeah, so Bukayo Saka missed the penalty in the Euros. In the Euros? Yeah, in the Euros. And so this is where episode one begins. So it goes all the way back to that time and it talks about, these guys are young, so much pressure on them. Bukayo Saka, if you guys remember at the time, he had a lot of hate towards him. What was good to see is that during the Brentford game, and this is all part of the series, during the Brentford game, the Brentford fans clapped for Saka, so they cheered him on and they supported him, which I thought that was really really cool. I think we all have our preferred teams, we all have the rivalry, but when it comes to recognizing that somebody is talented, when it comes to recognizing that somebody did their best, because I mean, it's football. You can miss penalties sometimes, and it was just nice to see that the Brentford fans were cheering for him. So, shouts out to all the Brentford people out there, all the Brentford fans out there. I thought that was pretty neat. Also, episode one talks about the signing of a couple of players. So we've got Martin Odegaard, teenage sensation. Martin Odegaard. I don't know if he's still a teenager though. We've got the signing of Ramsdale, and we've got the signing of Tomiyasu as well. Two players that at the time I did not know what their game was like, especially Ramsdale. And I might have been one of those people that when Ramsdale got signed, I was a bit I don't care, because to me Leno was number one. But then episode one goes into talking about how Ramsdale comes in, and obviously today at this moment in time Ramsdale has the number one. So yeah, good on Ramsdale. He proved everyone wrong, including myself, by the way. Proved me wrong, definitely. And then also Tomiyasu. So Tomiyasu, I didn't know much about. He came in, I was like, bruh, anyone is better than Rob Holding. Just give me anyone. Just anyone. Anyone is better than Rob Holding. So when Tomiyasu came, I was like, all right, cool. Let's see what he's about. And he hasn't disappointed. So episode one, Bukayo Saka, the Brentford fans, Martin Odegaard, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, and then obviously you got the appearances from Thierry Henry, KSI, and Josh Kroenke, which to me was a surprise because I thought the Kroenkes had better things to do besides appear on Amazon series. But yeah, shouts out to Josh Kroenke. Shouts shouts out to shouts out to Josh Kroenke. I guess yeah, that's episode one. Tell me what you thought about episode one. Episode two it kicks off with the North London derby, the 3-1 against Tottenham, and this was a very interesting episode for me, especially because when I watched the game, I didn't understand why Mikel, at the end of the game, grabbed the cameraman. So if you were watching the game as well, you'd see that Mikel grabs the cameraman and sort of points towards the cameraman, and I was just like, I don't get it, but I'm happy. I'm happy we won, but I don't get it. Episode 2 explains why that happened. So episode 2 talks about the cameraman, and I've forgotten his name. I do apologize. But it talks about how he's also an Arsenal fan, and he's also on the same side that the most of us are on, which is that, the discontent and everything else. So it was really nice to see. That's the summary of episode 2, really. Nothing else really happens in episode 2 that's really that important. And then the last episode, which is episode 3, talks about the winning mentality again. The Villa game, I think. It talks about Nuno Tavares, who's also a signing for us. Talks about his debut. Talks about his struggles, which is understandable because the Premier League is not like any other league. And that's why no one calls the Premier League a farmers league, because this is the Mecca. This is where you go to, There's often this debate about would Lionel Messi survive in the Premier League. all kinds of theories about it and why Ronaldo is the best because he's actually played in the Premier League, he's actually won in the Premier League. So yeah, Premier League is a bit different, man. But Nuno Tavares comes in, that awful game Nuno Tavares played. Was it the Villa one or the West Ham one? I can't remember. Absolutely getting chewed up um, by the wingers. It was a really horrible game to see, and you couldn't help but think that maybe Nuno Tavares wasn't Premier League quality. Um, but yeah, so on that side of the wing, it's usually Kieran Tierney who was out with an ankle injury. So you get a little bit of Kieran Tierney there as well, and then you get the Liverpool game as well. Yeah, so that's basically episodes 1 to 3 of that documentary, which I thought was pretty cool. I must say I was pretty hyped. I was pretty hyped. I was definitely looking forward to it, and I hope the other episodes are just as good. I hope the other episodes are just as good as well. The next thing I want to talk about is Raheem Sterling, who now plays for Chelsea, because yeah, I think he's won everything at City, everything that he could win at City, and so off to the next challenge, I guess. So yeah, Raheem Sterling now plays for Chelsea, and I think you guys know where I'm going with this because I think everyone's seen this, but I wanna highlight a couple of things that could potentially help a few people in their relationships. So Raheem Sterling is kind enough to do God's work. And what I mean by that is that Raheem Sterling is kind enough to demonstrate to the species, you know, what the definition of face down, ass up is. We hear this a lot in music. We hear the likes of Cardi B, Megan the Horse, Megan the Stallion, uh, a lot of city girls, a lot of bad biatches. We hear them often talk about this sort of thing. But what's really good is that we live in a world of progression. And so, what I really appreciate from Raheem Sterling is that he is also willing to participate in bring some of these lyrics to life in his professional workplace. And I think that is what makes a great society. And so, what Raheem Sterling here does for females in general is that he just shows you the correct face down, ass up position. This is a position that a lot of people struggle with because of the arch. When men mean arch, this is what they're referring to. So pay attention. We're going to go through this video together because I think it's an important tutorial. It's again, Raheem Sterling is doing God's work. So let's do it from the beginning. So this is the first position. Hands down, knees down. As you can see here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect from Raheem. Now, Yanni Mina, who's behind him, is also going to, because when the position is perfect, the person that's behind, pause, the person that's behind is automatically connected to that position. And we're going to show you, because this is natural instinct. Although some of you have trouble with this, I can guarantee you this is natural. It's also a natural reflex, and I'll show it to you in a couple of moves. So here we go. This is step one. Yanni Mina is in position. And Yanni Mina, for those of you who don't know, is the number 13 for Everton. Number 13 there you can see. He's in position. What did I tell you in the beginning? It synchronizes, it syncs, it connects. When it's done well, it connects. So here we go. And Raheem Sterling understands where Mina is. And so Raheem Sterling then goes on to arch. Boom. Raheem Sterling understood the assignment. He is doing God's work. I would advise anybody out there to watch this transition from all fours to face down, ass up. Boom. Look at that. That is perfect. Pause. Big pause. Massive pause. Super pause. But this here is almost perfect. Pause. And a lot of people are saying he's only in that position because of the way the ball fell. But if you're looking, the ball, there is a bit of space there. I don't know how people think Raheem Sterling's body is built, but there is a lot of space there. There's a huge gap there. But it's not about football anymore. It's not about the game. It's not about the space. It's not about the ball anymore. This is an educational video now, and Raheem Sterling understands that the Neophyte Journal is going to make a video about this because we here appreciate education through all formats. We appreciate education, and this here is so important. This is the arch, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why they call it the arch is because look at that arch. The head is down, the knees are down. Mount Everest. There's an arch. And this is why I said to you earlier that if you do the arch correctly, the person at the back, pause, is going to synchronize with you and is going to connect with you. Mina, look at where his hand is. His hand is on the bottom of the spine. One knee up for a little bit of balance. The other knee down for a little bit of force. Balance, force. Whoever invented the Kama Sutra would be so proud. Credit to Raheem Sterling for this because his face is down. We're not talking about your face halfway down or halfway up. We're talking about face down. And then his arms are at the... Guys, you've all seen this. You don't need me to explain how good. I'm grateful that Raheem... I might start supporting Raheem Sterling when he plays for England. I might have to because no other England player, no other English player is doing this kind of work. No one. John Terry is just out here sleeping with his best friend's missus. I'm buying a Raheem Sterling top for the Qatar World Cup. I am getting a Raheem Sterling top because this year, God's work, man. Boom. Look, what I tell you about the knees. One knee for balance. One knee for power. Mina understands this, and Raheem Sterling is still in position, a little bit more raised up this time. Boom. Look at that. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Pause. Big pause. That is absolutely perfect. I mean, the only thing that I would say is maybe Raheem Sterling could look back when he's in that position. Like his face is down, but maybe he can look back a bit, you know. Look back. That would kill it. That would absolutely crush it. If Raheem Sterling, because right now he's doing the right thing. Pause. You know, he's looking up ahead. You know, his face down, ass up. But what would have really crushed it, and you know, just a little add-on, is if he turned around while he was on the floor, or he was like that, just look back and be like, Mina, is that really you, Mina? You know, Mina's Colombian, isn't he? Is that really you, Papi? Papi, is that really you? That would have killed it. That would have absolutely killed it. So, Raheem Sterling doing God's work. Yeah, I approve. Look at that, guys. Have you guys watched Prey, the Predator movie? It's such a good movie. Like it is legit such a good movie, and I'll tell you why. It's a good movie because it doesn't do the whole girl power. I'm a woman. I'm stronger than 10 men. It doesn't do that. It does it in a way whereby everybody is vulnerable because one, they're all equally matched. And they're all equally matched in the sense that they're in the wild. What you and I define as the wild. So they're in the forest. They're all equally matched. You know, no one's got a tanker. No one's got a drone with machine gun. No, they're all equally matched. And what makes this so beautiful is that the predator, to some extent, is the super creature, the super being, but it takes more than physical strength to bring him down. It takes intelligence And this is why I thought this movie was pretty cool, because the female role, the head role, the main actor is not trying to be, I'm a woman, I'm strong, I can kill a predator, I'm tough. If you can do it, I can do it. She's not trying to be that. She's she's going into it. She's ready to throw down. She's ready to take hits. Like, she actually takes hits in this movie, and in the end, she uses intelligence. She doesn't use brute force. She doesn't do this thing where I'm going to Muay Thai kick the shit out of the predator. She actually uses super intelligence. And if you watch the movie, it's experiences that help her catch the predator. It's a dope movie, man. Shouts out. Shouts out to Prey. I love the way they did it. I love the way they did it. They could have gone the corny way. You know, they could have gone the cheesy way, giving her a machine gun, and then she could have blasted her way through. But they didn't. They actually, she's smart. She knows how to go invisible. She knows how to hunt. She knows what to do when she's stuck in quicksand. She knows how to bait the prey. She knows how to become the prey. It's beautifully done, man. You guys need to watch this movie. You guys need to. You guys need to. It's dope. Alright, cool. So what we're gonna do is, like, towards the end, we're gonna go and check out a few videos and maybe discuss the videos together. But when I see stuff like this, maybe it's because I know some people, but basically what they used to do was they used to go to these people, the ones that are stealing. So if a bottle of Jack Daniels is 30 quid, they'd go to them and be like, yo, go get me a bottle of Jack Daniels, I'll give you 15 quid. So this person here that's doing the stealing is not fussed about whether it's 30 or 15. The person that's doing the stealing just wants some cash. You, on the other hand, understand that and use that to your advantage, and you're like, yo, listen, it's the same thing like when I used to work in retail. I used to work in retail on Oxford Street. And what used to happen was people used to get orders. People used to get orders like, yo, you see that jacket in River Island, this one, I want that one. And so what would happen is people would go into the store, they would steal it, take it to the person that wanted it with the tag on, 2 magnets. Damn. I'm giving you guys the game. You buy 2 magnets on Amazon, and then the magnets release the tag. I'm giving you guys the game. I'm sure the police know about this already. But the 2 magnets release the tag. So what happens is that jacket that you wanted from River Island, that was 100 quid. You tell that guy, go get it for me. He comes and he gets it for you. And you give him 50 quid. Sometimes you don't even give him 50 quid. Sometimes you give him 20 quid, depending on how desperate he is.
Officer has full concentration.
Hello, officer. Why so serious? Yeah. You look really, really serious. Do you love your job? You do? Give us a smile then. See, you don't love your job that much, do you?
I have a question. Why would you go into Burger King, or why would you go into KFC, or why would you go into a kebab shop and then speak to the person that works there and be like, do you love your job? Give us a smile. Give us a smile. Go on, give us a smile. Hey, you over there. You're working in McDonald's. You know, on the cashier. Do you like your job? Yeah? Give us a smile. Who does that, man? Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like, I might go to the gym today. When I get to the gym, I'll tell the bus driver. I take the bus because I'm broke. I don't own a car. I'm very poor. So I might be on the bus, and then I'll just tell the bus driver, yo, bus driver, give us a smile. Give us a smile, bus driver. You know, I think that's about it for today. I don't know if you guys want me to touch on something next week, in the next couple of days. If you guys want me to touch on something, just let me know. If you guys want me to watch a video on TikTok, just send that video to my inbox. I will watch it. But yeah, other than that, in typical Arsenal fan fashion, I'm happy that we haven't lost. We've got our 3 points. Another season, another heart attack, man. That's it from me. I'm out.